So, welcome to the Kaumarbhritya lecture series. So, today we are taking the first chapter in part A mentioned in the CCM syllabus of Kaumarbhritya. So, that is general introduction and scope of Kaumarbhritya, definitions and terminologies used in Kaumarbhritya. Firstly, we will see the introduction. As we all know, Kaumarbhrityam is one among the Ashtangas of Ayurveda. So, as we remember the shloka telling Kaya Bala Graha. So, in that we have the second word of Bala. So, it is one among the Ashtangas of Ayurveda. So, Kaumarbhritya also deals with the study of Poshana, that is nourishment of the child, elimination of the doshas from the Dhatri Kshira, treating and curing the diseases of the child caused by the vitiated milk, and Balagraha also. So Bala Chikitsa is a branch of Ayurveda dealing with the Upakrama of Garbha and Sutika and treatment of Balaroga. So by this we are getting the information that Bala Chikitsa or Kaumarbhritya also deals with the Upakrama of the Garbha, that is from the time of conception to the Sutika. Sutika also, that is the delivered lady, and also the treatment of Balaroga, and also the caring and also diseases which are occurring in the neonate to the adulthood. So it is a science dealing with the palana portion of the child starting from its birth, examination of the Dhatrik Shira, knowledge of treatment of all the Bala Rogas and thorough knowledge of Balagraha. So it is describing that it is a science which deals with the Palana Poshana, like how to take care and also how to give nourishment of the child starting from its birth, from the time of its birth to the examination of the Dhatrik Kshira, what are the qualities of the Kshira, knowledge of treatment of all Balarogas, that is, what are all the diseases which are occurring from the neonate to the adolescence, and the thorough knowledge of Balagraha, which is Balagraha is a special topic which has been only mentioned in Ayurveda, that is some exogenous causes of disorders which affect only in the childhood. So those are called as Balagraha. So Kaumarbhritya is also called as Balachikitsa according to Vagbhata and Harita. In modern science, it is called as the science of pediatrics. So pediatrics is a branch which deals with the uh, caring and nourishment of the child, and also the diseases and the treatment pertaining to the childhood from the neonate to the adolescence. So the same definition holds good even in the modern world of pediatrics also. So Kashyapa Samhita, while explaining in his Vimanasthana, he tells that Kaumarbhrityam Ashtanam Tantranam Adyamuchyate Ayurvedasya Mahato Devanamiva Havyavaha Anena hi Samvardhite Mitare Chikitsanti Balasya Hrudyamaushadam Anyata Pramanamanya Upakramo Anyecha Visheshaha. So, while describing the importance of Kaumarbhritya in his Vimanasthana, he tells that Kaumarbhritya is he considered as a foremost, that is very important amongst the 8 branches of Ayurveda, by giving an example of Agni Devata among the gods. See, even though we have many Devatas pertaining in this universe, we take only the Agni Devata while performing the Havana. So that is why, as Agni Devata is very much required during the process of Havana, Kaumarbhritya is also very important while we are studying the science of Ayurveda. He also emphasizes on the application of medicine, its dose in the children, which is different when compared to adults. So why the importance of Kaumarbhritya is necessary? Because only with studying of this adult like Kaya Chikitsa, we are not able to calculate the exact dose of the child, exact dose of the medicine to be given to the child. So that is why Kaumarbhritya is also having its more importance. So the medicine applicable to children should always be palatable, lesser dose than that of the adults, and upakrama followed with few modifications, that is hastasveda, etc. So that we will get to know slowly. Like he also says that the medicines which we are giving it to the children should be palatable. So it should be sweet in nature, and it should not be so bitter, and it should attract the baby. It should be colorful. It should not be that very much not pleasing to the child. It should be very pleasing. So all those things are being mentioned in this Kaumarbhritya. And we know that lesser dose has been mentioned in case of children when compared to the adults. And upakramas are all these panchakarmas or as we know, all these panchakarmas are contraindicated in case of bala. So we know that whenever we study this Virechana Yogya, Vamana Yogya, Nasya Yogya, Basti Yogya, we know that all these children are contraindicated. But when there is an urgency to give Panchakarma Chikitsa in case of children, so what is the dose and what are the precautions to be taken? All these things have been mentioned, especially in the Kaumarbhritya only. So he gives some more examples stating that the Kaumarbhritya is very much important. So just as the seed is a representation of the tree, the Garbha represents the man. So here Bala of the Garbha is the Kendra Bindu of the life. Since it deals with Bala, Kaumarbhritya is important. So seed is a representation of a tree. So even though how much ever big tree it is, so its initial phases starts from just a small tree. So the Garbha represents the man, even though how much ever big the man is. So his initial phase is the Garbha or the Garbhavastha. So here Bala of the Garbha is the Kendra Bindu. So that is why, so as the seed is very important for a big tree, the Garbha is also very important for a man. So since it deals with Bala, Kaumarbhritya is very important. Means Kaumarbhritya deals with the concept of Bala, Garbha, initially starting from the Garbha to the adolescence, to a completion of a this Praudavastha. So that is why Kaumarbhritya is very important. Kaumarbhritya also deals with many aspects of Stri like Sutika Upakrama, Stri Stanya, Prasava, Garbhini Charya, etc. So it also not only deals with the child, as I said to you, it deals starting from the time of the conception, taking care of the pregnant lady, the delivered lady, and also the child. So that is why Kaumarbhritya is very important. So Stri is a creator of the human being in one sense. So without a woman, there cannot be any progeny. So Stri plays a primary role in life. So until unless there is no women in the universe, there cannot be progeny. So since Kaumarbhritya deals with the Stri, it is also considered as very important. So these are the examples which Kashyapa himself compares and let give us the information that the Kaumarbhritya, the study of the Kaumarbhritya is very important when you are studying the Ayurveda. Next we will see what is the scope of Kaumarbhritya. गर्भोपक्रमविज्ञानं सूतिको उपक्रमस्तथा बालानां रोगशमनं क्रियाबालचिकित्सितम्. So गर्भोपक्रमविज्ञानं सूतिका upakramasthatha. So the role of the physician involved in child health. So that means it is the pediatrician starts right from the conception. Garbhopakrama Vignanam. So from the time of formation of Garbha continued during the antenatal, natal and postnatal period till attaining adulthood. That is what? Sutika Upakramastatha. Sutika is the lady, one who has delivered the child. Balanam Rogashamanam. So whatever the diseases which are occurring in the stage of Bala, Roga Shamanam, it's curing, Kriya Bala Chikitsitam, Shamana Kriya, Balanam Roga Shamanam Kriya Bala Chikitsitam. So, what are all the diseases occurring in case of Bala and also in Chikitsa? All these things are dealt in Kaumarbhritya. So providing care to just delivered women is also responsibility of the pediatrician, as the care of an infant cannot be fulfilled without the care of a feeding mother. So the feeding mother, the lady who has just delivered the baby, has the responsibility to feed the child. So she is the only way where the child can get nourishment. So that is why Kaumarbhritya deals with the pregnant lady, the just delivered lady, and also the child, its diseases, its management, everything. So as we know, according to modern science, transformation of a zygote into an adult is a long process which may require monitoring or support of balachikitsak at many stages. So transformation of a zygote, it is formation of the garbha to an adulthood, is a long process which is about 18 years. So which requires monitoring or support of a pediatrician. So as any hindrances in this process may lead to lifelong suffering or death, because the diseases which cannot be managed in Balavastha can lead to any complications or else the death also. So by considering this, Acharya Harita has included the scope of Kaumarbhritya right from the conception, and Acharya Kashyapa considered the branch as Prathamanga of Ayurveda. So that is the importance which has been given by various authors in case of Ayurveda. So Harita mentions that the study of the Kaumarbhritya deals with the from time of the conception, and Acharya Kashyapa, he has given the utmost importance in the study of Kaumarbhritya because of these above said reasons. So apart from above, it is told that a child grown by proper care will only give scope for physicians of other branches of Ayurveda. Like this is also a very primary thing which he is trying to explain, that when the Bala develops into adulthood, then only he is able to, we can go into other stages where we can learn different stages of life and then treat accordingly. So if the balavastha is not only maintained, then there may be, as I said, there may be suffering, lifelong suffering or death may occur, so that the child may not go into different stages of life only. So that different stages of life is not there, then the different modalities or the different branches which we are studying in Ayurveda may not be fruitful. So that is why studying of Kaumarbhritya is very much important. Now we will see what is the derivation of Kaumarbhritya. So we know Kaumarbhritya is a study of Balaka, and also it deals with what we got to know what it deals with. So what is Kaumarbhritya? So Kaumarbhritya consists of two words, that is Kaumara and Bhritya. So it has been divided as you see in the screen. It is Kumara plus Bhrutya because of the software. KOU cannot be typed, KAU cannot be typed, so that is why we have changed it to as Kumara. Actually it is Kaumara. Okay, so Kaumara refers to Balaka, Yuvaraja, Rajakumara, or child up to 5 years of age, or an unmarried person. So in general, Kaumara means Balaka. So what is Balaka? We will see. What is Yuvaraja? Is a very Yuvaraja, as the king is there, king is given the utmost importance. The Yuvaraja is given the next importance in case of the king's rule. Rajakumara, he is a child of a Raja who is very powerful, or child up to 5 years of age, or an unmarried person. But in this present context, it means Balaka only. So in Ayurveda, the avadhi of Balavastha is said to be from Garbhavastha to 16 years of age. So in Ayurveda or in the study of Kaumarbhritya, whatever we are studying today, so in Ayurveda, Balavastha means from the Garbhavastha, from the day of conception, from the day of the zygote formation to the 16 years of age is called as Kaumara or Kumara, Balaka, Yuvaraja, whoever. Bhrutya means Sevaka or Amatya or one who does the Varana or Poshana. So Bhrutya means it is Sevaka, Amatya, one who does Varana or Poshana. So in the present context it is taken as Varana, Poshana or Seva. It can be considered as service. So the word Bhrutya is used from the time of conception up to the time of maturity for the purpose of caretaking, that is of both the child, Kumara, and diseases of the child. So it is dealing with the taking care of the Balaka, whether it can be general caretaking or diseases of the Kumara also. So in general, if we combine both the words, Kaumarbhritya is that branch of Ayurveda that deals with the prani from the time of conception up to 16 years of age regarding the Paricharya. So Paricharya is what is the routine. Bharana, Poshana, Swasthya Samvardhana. Bharana Poshana is taking care, giving nourishment. Swasthya Samvardhana, increasing his immunity, maintaining the healthiness, swasthya sanrakshana, and the swarupa nidana chikitsa of the diseases which affect the child during his childhood. So, what are the lakshanas? Lakshanas we see in any disease. What are all the nidanas for that disease? And what is the chikitsa of that disease which are affected during the childhood? That is called as Kaumarbhritya. So, uh, next we will see what is the definition. What is the definition of Kaumarbhritya? So the definition of Kaumarbhritya is very much important according to examination point of view and also Viva point of view. The first question, whoever Viva is taking, the first question which has been asked by many students to the many students by many examiners is definition of Kaumarbhritya. So just you have to tell Kaumarbhrityam Nama Kumara Bharana Dhatri Kshira Dosha Samshodhanartham Dushta Graha Samuthanam Cha Vyadinam Upashamanartham Cha. So Kaumarbhritya is a subject where it deals with the Kumarabhrityam Nama Kumara Bharana Dhatri means poshana, nourishment of the child, elimination of the doshas from the dhatri kshira, that is kshira dosha samshodhanartham, treating and curing diseases of the child caused by vitiated milk, dushtasthanya, balagraha, that is balagraha, etc. So and its disorders. So again I will repeat because it is a very important definition. Kumarabhrityam nama Kumara Bharana Dhatri Kshira Dosha Samshodhanartham Dushtastanyagraha Samuthanam Cha Vyadinam Upashamanartham Cha. So it deals with the study of the Poshana, nourishment of the child, elimination of the doshas, and from the Dhatri Kshira, treating and curing diseases of the child caused by the vitiated milk and balagraha. So we'll see what is the second definition which has been given by Haritha Samhita. Garbhopakrama Vignanam Sutika Upakramas Balanam Rogashamanam Kriya Balachikitsatam. So Balachikitsa is a branch of Ayurveda dealing with Upakrama of Garbha, Sutika and the treatment of Balaroga. So Upakrama in general all the things, taking care, it's taking care of the child, taking care of the garbhini, taking care of the sutika, and curing the diseases of the bala, sutika, and also the garbhini. So, Harita Samhita, as I said to you, Harita Samhita considers the study of the Kaumarbhritya starts from the day of conception to 16 years of age. So, he has included everything. Next, we have the next definition. बालस्य प्रसवात् सर्वपालनपोषणं तथा दात्री परीक्षणाच्चैव स्तन्यविज्ञानमेव च शिशूनां सर्वरोगाणां ज्ञानं तेषां निवारणं बालगृहपरिज्ञानम् एतत् कुमारभृत्यम्. So it is a science dealing with the palana portion of the child starting from its birth, examination of the Dhatri Shira, knowledge of treatment of all the Balarogas, and thorough knowledge of Balaka. So he is telling it is a science dealing with the Palana and Poshana. बालस्य प्रसवात् सर्वपालन पोषणं तथा धात्री परीक्षणा. So after the delivery, all the palana poshana, dhatri parikshana, so wet nurse, the examination of the wet nurse, stanya vijnanam evacha, and also the knowledge about this breast milk. Shishunam sarvaroganam gnanam tesham nivaranam, all the diseases which are occurring in the shishu, and also its chikitsa, balagraham, and also the balagraha, parignanam, etat kumarabhrityam. So Kaumarbhritya is a branch where it deals with the balagraha, all the diseases occurring in the children with its chikitsa, the knowledge of the stanya, the knowledge of the dhatri, and the palana and poshana after the delivery. So if you go to the shloka, and in the reverse condition, the definition suits very well. So by this, we complete the first chapter in the Kaumarbhritya. So that is general introduction, scope of Kaumarbhritya, definition and terminology is used in Kaumarbhritya. Thank you.